Family Mart and other convenience stores are worried that they're going to run out of chicken, so they have actually reduced their offering of chicken daily to save up fried chicken for the holiday. Hey everybody, welcome back to Small Talk Japan. On this show, we talk about all things Japan in English. My name is Mitch, this is my co-host.
Natsuki.
And today we have a lot of news for you, but we're going to start off first with the Omicron. What a name, Omicron.
何それ? Omicron.
Natsuki has no idea what's going on ever. She just hangs out on the show to learn about her own country.
I cannot deny.
Okay, so
Omicron.
Not Omicron. Omicron is the new name for the corona variant from South Africa.
I watched the news. I didn't know the name, but
So
I watched the news.
they just named it like a couple hours ago
Yeah.
from the recording of the show.
Okay.
There was a lot of debate on Twitter what the name would be with some, because they're all Greek alphabet, right? Like Omega,
Oh, right.
not Omega, sorry, the Delta variant. The I think the first one was the Alpha, then Beta, or whatever they are. But there was a lot of debate on what the new variant was going to be called.
Okay.
And people were like, is it going to be called Nu? Because there's a Greek alphabet character called Nu, which would be kind of funny.
Who named it?
The World Health Organization or whoever.
Okay.
But anyway, it's called Omicron. If that's not ominous, I don't know what else is.
Huh.
Sounds scary. Omicron.
Omicron.
Yeah.
Armageddon.
Not If any of you guys have ever listened to the Howard Stern show, the original one in New York, there was he had an assistant, a woman, and all she did was just laugh about everything.
Just like me.
It's like Natsuki's job. Anyway, so Japan has tightened travel restrictions to places that variant has been found. So South Africa, southern parts of Africa, I should say. And there's actually a video circulating on Twitter right now of a plane coming from South Africa to somewhere, and they're not letting not Japan, but some other country. And the plane is just sitting on the ground with all the passengers on it, and they're not allowed to get off the plane. They're just sitting there. They're just sitting there waiting. So,
Sorry for them.
yeah, weird times we're living in. But anyway, Omicron.
Omicron.
How would you say that in katakana? Omicron.
Omicron. I have no idea.
Because Delta is Deruta, right?
Delta. And then we don't really care about the name. Why do you guys name, such things? Like typhoon. You guys name typhoon, right?
I like how she's just
Hurricane.
you guys. Who does that mean? Who does that mean?
Right. I don't know who
Americans.
Yeah, Americans.
North Americans. Yeah, if you guys are unfamiliar, hurricanes. What does it say, Josh? You just did it. Omicron. What does it do? Omicron.
Omicron. Huh.
Omicron.
Okay, so Omicron in English, Omicron.
It's not English, it's Greek, but whatever.
Greek.
So anyway,
It's a virus.
hurricanes in North America are named, and they alternate. They start out, the first hurricane is an A name, and the second hurricane's a B name, goes all the way down to has as many as they need. And they alternate years. Every year it's either boys' names or girls' names, or boys' names or girls' names. In Japan, they just give them numbers. They're like Typhoon 3,
Right.
Typhoon 5.
Right.
What's fun about that?
We don't care about the, it's a thing. So we just number them.
Yeah, we also name streets. You guys don't name streets.
Do we have street name?
No, for 5 of them in the whole city. There's most streets, like little streets and stuff, don't have names.
That's true.
All the little streets in America have names usually.
That's true.
And they're dumb. But weird names, and in Vegas, because we're a newer city, we had all these cutesy names. It'd be Sunset Lane, or I don't know, the Meadows, or Orange Tree, or something like that.
Sounds cute.
They're dumb.
Yeah, there's a street we call Mizuhodori near my house.
Okay.
That's it. It's a big street. That's why we.
Like, I know there's like a couple of streets that you guys name, but in America, if you don't have a street, you don't have an address. And the way that addresses work here in Japan is they basically if you're in a residential area, you usually have a cho, which is like your little town. And what they do is they just they number the buildings in order of which they have been constructed in the cho. So if you're like, I don't know, 90 something cho, and then your address will be like two or three or something like that. That's the building number.
Right, that's true.
And then in the building number, you have the unit number. But the funny thing about Japanese apartment complexes is that they're named a bunch of foreign words because they sound fancier that way.
What was your ex-girlfriend's apartment name? I shouldn't say that.
Which one? No, I'm serious. Which one? Berushamazu.
Las Vegas name.
Oh, so that wasn't my ex-girlfriend's apartment. It was the one next to her. It was named Bellagio.
And right, Bellagio.
And they stole the logo from the Bellagio Hotel. It's the shittiest fucking apartment as well. If I can find the picture, I'll send it to you to include in the podcast. But it's the shittiest thing in the world. So bad. Thanks for reminding me of my ex-girlfriend. Awkward pause. All right, guys, let's move on to our next story. Why are we talking about this? Let's move on to our next story. So JR is now offering office cars on the bullet train.
Cool.
What did you think about this?
I think that's cool. Because sometimes I before Corona, I frequently go to like Fukuoka or Kumamoto, like other prefecture.
Yeah.
But I couldn't use, computer or cell phone.
You can use your computer, you just can't talk, right? Or talk on like, what is it called? Conferencing or Zoom or something?
Right. There's no network.
Yeah.
That's troublesome.
It depends on where you are, right? If you're, the Shinkansen, the bullet train in Japan, is like, it goes throughout the whole country. So really hilly places, the Shinkansen goes into the mountains. Like Kumamoto is like half tunnels.
Right, that's right.
So you don't get any cell phone service, you don't have any Wi-Fi or anything like that. But then they started putting Wi-Fi on the Shinkansen.
Did they?
Yeah, I think
even
there
Kyushu?
is. Don't know about Kyushu.
Okay.
Other parts.
Even this, news is about, north area of Japan.
Yeah, where all the business happens.
Yeah, where's business
It's true. Man, business doesn't happen down here. We grow stuff. No, I'm just kidding. So what these office cars are, guys, is in Japan, the culture is that you don't talk on your phone or like conference call on public transportation. So if a business person is like talking on their phone on a train or a bus or something like that, they're rude. So usually what you'll do if you get a phone call in the Shinkansen is you'll take it in like the restroom area, like the little vending machine restroom area. And it's always like, you're always apologizing to everybody. But what JR is going to try, the East JR company is going to try these office cars. What they are, like the number 8 car during certain times on certain days, so it's very specific, will be allowed to have like open phone calls and like, talk on Zoom and stuff like that in the car.
Right, but I wonder, because, speaking in the public, they might, isn't it awkward that people are listening to your conversation? Like, no.
So in America, we would just take the phone call, like no matter where we are. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that if I'm wrong about this, guys, I mean, I haven't lived there in a long time, but I think you just take the phone call wherever you are. And so other people can just hear your phone call.
Yeah, but if you talk about your own business and you don't want to leak your, information to
Then tell them to
others.
call them back, and then you take the phone call in a car or something.
Okay.
No, we do just talk anywhere, I think, because like I remember I was leaving work one day in Vegas, and I got a phone call, and I answered, and it was one of my Japanese friends, and I was speaking Japanese, and all the my people around me were like, "Oh my God, you're speaking Japanese!" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a thing." Yeah, so that does happen. It's really rude in Japan to do that.
But it's happening.
Yeah, so we'll see how it works out.
I watched the Japanese news about it, and then the JR company is, lend the customers like security wall. Do you understand what I mean?
it's
Like PC.
Little partition thing.
Right. Partition thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's if you guys look at this, this story comes from kyodonews.net, so check it out. There's a picture of it on there. But yeah.
And also like special headphone.
Really?
Yeah, it's a huge one, like very old style, but still you can concentrate.
Because of the huge earphones?
It's really huge,
Really-
bigger than ours. right here.
They're bigger than studio headphones, huh? We'll have to check it out.
Okay.
Let's keep going. It'll be back. So a group in central Japan releases eels into sea to boost numbers. First of all, eels in Japan are a delicacy. Usually pretty expensive to eat. How much is like one, not in like Tokyo, for example, how much is like eel bento?
Maybe not bento, but if we go to a restaurant, maybe 5,000 yen.
So like $50.
Yeah.
That's a lot. By the way, my currency conversions are completely wrong, guys, on the show, because like the yen is fluctuating all over the place. So I just assume that 100 yen is a dollar, but it's not. It's like 115 yen to the dollar right now.
It was the news.
Yeah, so just go with it. It's a lot harder to like convert everything.
Easy to understand.
Yeah. So anyway, so they let's see. Since the fiscal year 2013, this group who likes eels has been releasing eels 2 or 3 times a year with a total of 5,933. That's a very specific number.
Hey, eating eels in other countries are a common thing?
I've never eaten eel until I came to Japan.
Okay. Do you like it?
It's eel.
It's sweet.
Yeah, it's got this like sweet
tastes
barbecue
like,
soy sauce or something on it.
It tastes like sauce.
Yeah.
It's very good. I like it, but it tastes like sauce.
You were saying during the pre-show that where we are in Kagoshima, we produce the most eels.
Right. Did you guys know that Kagoshima is the #1 eel farming one, not wild one?
So are eels in the ocean or in? I thought they were raised in lakes or lakes and rivers, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Don't know anything about eels.
Don't know anything about
Well, it says right here. It says the Japanese coastal waters of the Kuroshiro Current. So
yeah, but
guess they're in the
maybe
ocean.
Here in Kagoshima we have like warm temperature and so easy to raise them, I guess.
Yeah, see, it says on the photos here, adult eels are released into the Enshu Sea. So I guess they're saltwater. I'm not an eel specialist. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Yeah, come taste to Kagoshima. It's not expensive.
Not expensive. It's
like half price.
Yeah, it's like $20 here.
Mm-hmm.
It's really easy. It's like really cheap. But if you do come eat it here in Kagoshima, you got to eat it in downtown Temonkan. There's an eel riding a Shinkansen, and you can eat your eel right under that.
Right. My favorite restaurant is Fuji, by the way. It's near, Kagoshima University.
Yeah. I think there's one is that the one in Kamuike?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
That's everybody's favorite. All right, let's go. Let's talk about some more stuff that I don't understand. Ohtani.
The baseball player?
Yeah, so you want to talk about this? So he got some award?
Yeah. How do you say that? How do you say Kokumin Eisho in English?
I'm looking for it. I don't know what it's called. National like honor, People's Honor Award.
People's Honor Award.
Yeah. So honor. So she's just here for the English practice. So Ohtani gets
Say repeat after me. Honor?
Honor. No, it's not. No. Alex is not here. It's honor.
Honor.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is this show? So Ohtani, the baseball player who we talked about, I think last week, he's like 6'4", like bigger as a star than Babe Ruth, superstar in Japan. He got the All-Star MVP award. So he was offered the People's Honor Award last week, and he said it's too soon, and he rejected it.
People says it's a good thing. I mean, it's really like Ohtani. He's so humble. And I was wondering why he didn't take it,
And I said during the pre-show that in Japan, baseball players have a reputation for being morons. Right. Very, very stupid people in general. But I'm not saying that about Ohtani. Ohtani had to be smart to get where he is. So I'm not saying anything about Ohtani. But just in general, baseball players, if you ever talk to them in Japan, not a lot going on.
I wanted to get married with him.
Ohtani?
Yeah. Because he must be rich.
Hear that? Natsuki's husband. Hope you don't watch this show. She has a bun in the oven, guys, and she's like trying to marry somebody else.
Just kidding.
I don't think so. All right, let's keep going. Time to Pay Up campaign puts Japan's Uniqlo on blast. So,
this was shocking, actually.
So there's this Twitter account. Let me find it. I should have underlined it. But there's this an organization, CCC, which stands for Clean Clothes Campaign. That's easy to say. Clean Clothes Campaign.
clean clothes campaign.
She's just practicing her English. So these guys, they are taking to the Twitterverse and using other forms of, pressure to make sure that companies in Japan humanely source their fabrics. And I'll just read the quote. CCC's Pay Up Uniqlo hashtag Pay Up Uniqlo campaign. This campaign, Uniqlo, the organization says, owes about 620 million yen, roughly $54,300. That's nothing for Uniqlo, by the way. Uniqlo is like a multinational, huge company. This is like a second of revenue. Not even that. It's like a microsecond of revenue for them. In severance pay to over 2,000 Indonesian workers. The workers, they say, lost their jobs when Uniqlo suddenly shut down their Java, not going to do it, just Java whatever, factory in 2015. A group of former workers traveled to Japan in 2018 to plead their case despite their products outside Uniqlo. Despite their protests outside Uniqlo offices, they made little headway.
I didn't know that.
So if you guys don't know, Uniqlo is like a fast fashion brand here in Japan. It has it's one company that has two brands. One is Uniqlo, the other one is GU, which is a hilarious name because it's G and U, but it means freedom in Japanese. Right. GU. So and anyway, so kind of like Zara and other fast fashion brands
like H&M,
things like that. Anyway, so they're saying that they owe these Indonesian workers. I don't see why they don't just pay them.
I have no idea too.
I mean, the negative publicity that they are getting from this is way worse than $5,400 or $54,000.
They must have some reasons though.
Literally, $54,000 to Uniqlo is nothing. Like it's like a rounding error on their accounting.
Hey, I found a new word in the. I googled it. なんだっけ? なんかさ.
In here.
Yeah.
So ethical fashion.
What did you say?
Ethical.
Ethical first.
Not ethical. Ethical.
Ethical.
You just said testicle, I think.
Ethical fashion.
Don't cut this, Josh. Don't cut this. The audience needs to know what I have to do.
Ethical fashion.
Not ethical.
How did you say?
Ethical.
Ethical. Ethical.
Okay.
Ethical.
Okay, we're done.
Okay.
All right. Actually, let's go to our headline today, our main story. Japanese convenience stores are running out of fried chicken.
Did you? I haven't been to convenience store lately because I make lunchbox for myself recently.
What?
Cool. Good, でしょ?
What kind of credit do you want from me? Like what do I owe you for you making lunchboxes for yourself?
My point is, I haven't noticed that there are no fried chickens in the convenience store. Is that real? I mean, you cannot get chickens.
Okay, well, you can get chickens
from Family Mart, 7-Eleven.
Fried chicken. Well, truth be told, I actually found out that in a local grocery store here, you can buy a bag of like frozen fried chicken. That's exactly the same as Family Mart chicken.
Okay.
And in my air fryer that I bought like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, how's it?
It's awesome.
Okay.
I can just like put a frozen fried chicken in there and just hit a button and then go back to work and come back out and it's like done.
Zero oil?
Zero oil. I mean, it has oil in the chicken.
Right.
This is such an ad. You know what? That air fryer company, if you sponsor this podcast, I will talk about your air fryer every single time. It's actually just my new toy. It's really fun. But anyway, so let's get to the story. So the convenience stores in Japan are worried that a lot of convenience stores in Japan source their chicken from Thailand, and due to the pandemic and everything, and shipping problems and everything, they haven't been able to get a clean supply of chicken. That's not the right word. A steady supply of chicken, and so. If you guys don't know anything about Christmas in Japan, they eat chicken for Christmas, which makes no sense, but whatever. Why do you guys do that? Nah. Actually, I do know why. KFC, they had a campaign to whatever. But anyway, so people eat chicken for the holiday, and so Family Mart and other convenience stores are worried that they're going to run out of chicken, so they have actually reduced their offering of chicken daily to save up fried chicken for the holiday.
Oh, so they save up, fried chicken for holidays.
Yes.
Oh.
It was in the story that you were supposed to read before the show.
I did, actually.
Good job.
Did you know that, Kentucky Fried Chicken in Japan, west side of Japan, they use Kagoshima chicken.
Yeah, you've said this like 25 times on the show. In fact, I think every time that we bring up KFC, that's your only comment about that.
I'm proud of it.
Can I tell you something, guys? In North America, KFC in Japan does not have mashed potatoes. What a fucking sin is that? I don't even think they have gravy. Do they have gravy? They don't have gravy.
No. We don't have gravies here from the first time. I mean, from the first place.
In the first place.
In the first place.
Dude, like the two things you want with your chicken is mashed potatoes and gravy. In fact, and you guys at home know exactly what I'm talking about. You get the drumstick, you get your mashed potatoes and gravy, mix it together. You put the drumstick into the mashed potatoes and gravy and eat that. It's the best, worst thing for you.
Sounds like yummy.
It is yummy.
Oh, by the way, happy Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving Day.
Is it today?
I actually have no idea. I think it was like last Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Josh is going to say something, but let's continue. So just if you can't find your favorite chicken in stores, just remember they're saving it for Christmas. For whatever. Let's go into something technical. Japan to launch new scheme to foster startups. This is the most Japanese way of making a startup I can ever imagine. There's a graph on this. You guys can check this out at Kyodo News. No, the japannews.com. Their scheme. If you guys know anything about startups, this is how it works. You uproot yourself from wherever you are and you either move to Texas or to California, mostly California, to Silicon Valley, and you come up with an idea, you get funding from some VC, which means venture capital or angel investors, or you hustle some money, you make a prototype or whatever, and then you iterate and you get more VC, and then you make an IPO and you get rich. That's how this works. Japan's like, don't do that. They're like, what we're going to do is the government is going to give subsidies and other support to large companies. Already they've fucked up, okay? Because startups, everything about a startup has nothing to do with large companies. You need to be quick, you need to be innovative, you need to be smart, you need to hustle, and you need to have the drive to work endlessly towards your goal. Large companies are large, slow, filled with red tape. They're the worst places to invest money to make a startup. But Japan's idea is to give large subsidies to large companies, and then they employ entrepreneurs, which doesn't make any fucking sense. Entrepreneurs, hi, I'm an entrepreneur, I own 2 businesses, okay, or I run 2 businesses. They don't want to be employed. The reason why we start our own shit is because we don't want to listen to a boss.
Right, that's true.
So they're like, we'll give money to these large companies, and then they'll invest in their employees, and then their employees will become entrepreneurs.
They make their own department in the big company, aren't they? No?
Right. So why would you do that? The whole idea behind a startup is that you aren't pressured or in a box. You're free to do whatever you want.
Just money,
They're just trying to figure out a new way to give money to companies.
Oh.
And then we pay it in taxes. It's stupid. This is nepotism, not nepotism. This is cronyism. It's just crap. So let me read the quote. According to the government sources, the new measures include an introduction of Entrepreneur in Residence EIR program, in which young people planning to start their own business work at large companies for experience and future funding. And there will also be measures to help startups secure personnel. The fuck, dude? That doesn't make any sense. It's like, did you guys remember when they made the Ministry of Communication or whatever it was, and they're like, the internet is slow, which it's not. In Japan, it's fucking blazing fast, by the way. And they're like, we'll make everything better by having a centralized government server that everybody dials into, and that's how you get your internet. And we're like, stop it. Just stop it, Japan. What are you doing? People in charge of this country are morons. I mean...
I cannot say anything about those companies.
Seriously, guys, we'll put. I'll have Josh just slam all the links into the description. But like, just look at this graph. This graph will just make your head explode. It's like everything that a startup should not be. Yeah,
and then also I surprised with the numbers of the startup companies that Japan has. Like America has like more than like 200, 300 something.
According to the U.S. Research Forum, the number of unlisted startups with a corporate value of over 1 billion or about $1 billion US was 6 in Japan as of September, while the number was 424 in the United States and 165 in China.
Yeah. Shocking.
So listen to me, young Japanese viewer that wants to do your own business and your own startup. Move to Silicon Valley and tell this government to shut the fuck up, because this is stupid. This is not going to get you anywhere. And you're not going to learn how to do good business practices in a large company. Most large companies in Japan, they suck, and their corporate culture is usually garbage. You don't want to do that. You want to make your own culture, your own thing, do it your own way.
Hey, Japanese businessman, if you want to say something to me, please comment in the below.
Yeah, please do. They'll probably agree with me. Okay, here we go. There's an underwater mailbox. Now, this is the stuff that we like to talk about. There's an underwater mailbox in Susami, Japan, that collects 1,500 pieces of mail a year. Did you know about this?
No, first time to hear.
Natsuki, you climbed Mount Fuji before, right?
Yeah, I did. And I mailed from the top of the mountain.
Can you explain what's on top of the mountain?
Yeah, there's a post office on the top of the mountain. So you can buy a postcard at the store on the top of the mountain. You can write a letter there and then, post. And then they have a special stamp, post stamp.
Post office stamp, I guess.
Post office stamp. It says like Fuji-san.
Postage stamp. Postage stamp is what it's called.
Stamp.
I speak English. I can do this.
Yeah, same thing, right? It's under the water.
Right. So Fuji's got like a post office on top, right? And it's like kind of cool to get an actual postcard from the summit of the mountain, right? And then I don't know which came first, but this is in Susami, Japan, which I don't even know where that is. Wherever this is. There's a mailbox that's 10 meters underwater.
After, I guess.
This began in 1999 as a part of a fair to promote Kumano Kodo.
Oh, that's Kansai area.
Wakayama.
Wakayama.
So basically what you can do, it's a small fishing town. And so what you can do is you can go to a nearby like little post office and buy a specially designed a postcard that is made with some sort of oil or something like that, where it's waterproofed. So you can write, your piece of mail and everything, and then you can either get some training and dive down 10 meters yourself to post it into this box.
Get some training.
I'm serious. It says in the article. Or you can give it to them and they'll dive down. This is kind of stupid. It's kind of like postal masturbation, I feel. But somebody will take your postcard down underwater and put it in the box. And probably later on, that same guy will go and get it from the post box and mail it to wherever it's going. Japan. I love living here.
Oh, that's funny.
Another story coming out of the Kansai area, Lake Biwako, which, we can finally talk about this. I'm captain now, guys.
Congratulations.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the Tokyo Lens episode, check it out. It went live about a week ago.
What was the lake that you were on the board? What was the lake name?
I was about to say that.
Okay.
So we trained in Lake Biwako.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So we did our training course in Lake Biwako, which to me this is my first time in Biwako.
Okay.
And I was shocked because it looked like the ocean.
Yeah.
It's fucking huge.
Did you lick it?
Did I lick it?
It's not salty.
What kind of travel do you do, lady? Did you lick it? It's not salty. We know this is
because I did it one time I went to Biwako.
We know this is not an Alex episode. Anyway, was it fresh water?
Yeah.
So it's not salty.
Oh, yeah.
Good. You didn't have to lick it. Anyway, no, I was very shocked at the size of this lake. It's a huge lake. But we took our test in Tokyo Tokyo Bay. And actually, Tokyo Bay, it wasn't even the bay, like out in the ocean and everything. It was like kind of like the mouth of a river. And it was like really smooth glass water. But that's where we took the test. It was really easy. But when we were training in Lake Biwako, it was like ocean. It was a really windy day.
Really?
Huge waves. And so that's how we trained. So it was a lot easier to take the test. But anyway, getting to the news story. Alarm bells ring in Kinki region as Lake Biwako keeps shrinking.
Because they are not raining this year.
Yeah. So there's a photo in this article where the level of the water it says like negative 65 millimeters or something like that, but it keeps going down and down and down. And this is kind of scary because the lake provides water to 14 million people.
All the Kansai area, right?
Yeah, it comes from Biwako, that whole area. So the water in the lake has been on average 36 centimeters below the reference level at this time of year. It was 65 centimeters shallower on November 17th. And so there was no sizable rainfall in October for this year, with no typhoons approaching and no stationary fronts. So that's kind of...
Can't remember because every year we have a big my image. Every year we have a big typhoon image, so I cannot think of lack of water in this year.
Yeah, well, because we get a lot of rain here in Kyushu, but I guess in the
Kansai
area they didn't. So, all right, let's go to the housing story. Natsuki, this is yours.
Okay.
My English version of that.
So, Japanese population is shrinking, and there are a lot of empty houses in countryside of Japan.
So we got a ranking of the most vacant houses, 1 to 10, right? So let's start with number 10.
Number 10 is Tochigi.
Tochigi, it says 17.3. What does this mean?
70.3 of the vacancy house. Do you understand what I mean?
So 17.3% of the houses are vacant.
Yeah.
Okay.
17.3% of the houses are vacant.
So basically, if there's 100 houses, 17-ish of them are empty. There's nobody living there.
Yeah. Yeah. Tochigi is near Tokyo, so probably people, are moving to Tokyo.
Okay. So let's go from numbers. So 10 is Tochigi, 9 is
Yamaguchi,
8,
Kagawa,
7,
Ehime,
6.
Kagoshima. Ta-da!
So let's talk about this for just a second. Let's pause on Kagoshima. There are places in Kagoshima where you can go today. They will literally pay you somewhere around $10,000 and they will give you a property tax holiday of like 2 or 3 years or something like that.
Wow.
For you to move to their town.
Why don't if you have Wi-Fi, you can walk there. No?
Actually, no. A lot of people did that during COVID.
Right?
A lot of people moved from Tokyo, where it was kind of scary at the time before we understood the pandemic, to these houses in the Inaka, in the countryside. All right, let's go. Number 5.
Kochi.
Number 4.
Tokushima.
3.
Nagano.
2.
Wakayama.
And number 1.
Yamanashi.
Yamanashi. I wonder why Yamanashi is number 1. Nothing
Maybe
there.
near Tokyo,
People moving to Tokyo, I guess.
I guess.
21.3%, number 1, of houses are vacant.
Yeah, why Yamanashi?
Oh, I forgot. On the not only give you $10,000 and give you a tax holiday, they'll give you a free house on top of all of that, just to move to their town in some of these places.
You can farm there.
Yeah.
You can, have your own food.
Okay. All right, let's go to our last story today. It's going to be about a cat. Josh, can you put that on the screen real quick? So let's just play it. So we have a new gamer hoodie coming out here in Japan. It's not just a gamer. It's not just a hoodie. It's not just a hoodie that has ears on the hood. It's a gamer hoodie for people who also own cats, because it has a specially designed pocket in the front where you can put your cat.
That's cute. I have my friend who loves cat. I'm thinking to give her one as a Christmas present.
Is she a gamer?
No, but she watches, TV a lot. Amazon, Netflix.
So this is how we're gonna end our show today, guys, with the cats. And I don't know. I don't understand why. I guess the concept behind this is like a lot of gamers have cats, and the cats want to come up on the keyboard, or they want to sit in the lap, or they want to be around the person while the person is gaming, and it's a distraction. And so if you give them like their specially little pocket inside, I'm so glad that Alex is not here for the show, because he would be just screaming about cats. But
he doesn't like cats.
He hates cats.
Okay.
And so like he gives the cat like a little pocket, like a little kangaroo pouch that they can hang out with.
That's cute.
I don't like cats either.
How much is it?
I don't know.
4,000 yen?
Why did you just guess 4,000 yen? How much is it? Like, did I give you just the YouTube link, or did I give you the link to the product? Let's see. Let's find out how much this is, guys.
Nyangaru park.
Yeah.
Kangaroo to nyangaru.
Nyangaru. So kangaroo plus nyanko, which is cat.
I can put my baby there.
I don't think that's legal. Dude, okay, so Japanese websites are the worst. You have to scroll so much to do anything.
Right.
They'll put everything on the same page and you scroll for nine years.
Hoodie.
Is it just a concept, or is it on sale?
It might just be a concept.
Oh,
this is from the same company that we did this in a previous show, that like has a bed, gamer's bed, where like you can like have all the things that you need in your gamer's life while also being in a bed. which is just like at that point just plug it into VR and just like let's go Ready Player One style. So there's no place to buy it. Cool. Whatever.
Okay.
Cool.
Whatever.
Well, if you guys are interested in it, if it ever comes out or whatever, we'll. Anyway, that's been our show today, guys. I don't think there's anything else that we didn't cover in Japan. I mean, there's some like we don't usually talk about like the Asian conflict stories, like islands and stuff like that. So we don't really talk about that. There's some news going on with that in Japan, but we just avoid that stuff. It's just boring. I don't care. Call those little uninhabited Doldemwe, who cares about islands. You can call them anything you want. So
Basically,
whatever.
it's the news that you're interested in.
Do you have any news that you want to present, Miss Natsuki?
I actually, picked some newses before and then you rejected everything.
What were they?
Can't remember.
Were they about cat hoodies?
No.
So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm kidding. If you want to, dude, see, like right there, there's a concept right there, like cat on the laptop. So like, don't do that. Put them in a little thing in your whatever.
Yeah. Have you ever seen nabe cats?
Navi cats. Nabe cats. No.
なんか土鍋 cats.
Oh, so cats curl up in a ball when they
Right.
sleep, and so they like to sleep in like ball-shaped, round-shaped things.
Right.
So nabe cats is like nabe is like a pot, so they like to sleep in those.
Yeah, that's cute too.
What is up with you?
Yeah, don't put it in the fire. Just don't put them on the fire. Animal abuse.
Who is thinking of that? All right, that's been our show today, guys. If you like today's show, give us a like and a comment. If you guys have any suggestions for show topics or ideas or anything you want us to discuss, let us know in the comment section below. This has been a very interesting day. We talked about ethical testicles. There's no S on it. I don't know why you keep putting an S on it. Ethical testicles. Bye, everybody.
Bye.